So this week I am going to talk about gender and how weird it is. At first I would like to tell a story. So once upon a time, I was a sophomore in university. There was this class I took called Human Life and Development, and there was a chapter on gender stuff. It was very limited, but it did cover things like cisgender and transgender. And one day, my teacher gave us a test. Basically, the point was there are lots of different tenets and ideas of gender and how it models decision making. So we were given a list of scenarios and then possible solutions we might give to those scenarios. There were more than 7 questions. There was like 15 or something. Basically, if you answered largely A, you displayed feminine characteristics. If you answered largely B, you were masculine, and if you answered largely C, you could be said to display traits of both and therefore be androgynous. However, the test had 4 solutions to pick from. The unknown D. Yeah, that was interesting. When it came time to turn in my test, I asked her about what it meant, and she looked very shocked. She was very shocked. She'd never seen anyone answer largely D because D was filler. There was no coded gender identity for D. And so I successfully managed to break her test. So when gender discussion comes up and someone brings up, oh, the concept of gender, I kind of instantly think, no, stop, rewind, start over. Because the thing is, gender, though there are lots of concepts and ideas that kind of work together in gender, gender is not a concept. Gender is actually a construct, and there's a world of difference between the two. So let's talk about what a construct versus a concept is. So let's say we have the Earth. Very lumpy Earth with some continents. Now, a long time ago, people traveled the Earth via boat. And looking at the stars to help them navigate. Now, this one had some flaws because if a cloud came by, then the people were kind of like, fuck. And so someone said, you know what? We should be able to find a way where we can tell where we are on this great big Earth without having to look at the stars. So, thus came longitude and latitude. Now, longitude and latitude, they're very useful tools in helping us get around the Earth now, but do they really exist? No. They're constructs. We made them to help us understand the world about us. But they are no more real than gender, I guess is the obvious segue. But yeah, I mean, we think that they're real because we are taught, in textbooks, this is what this is how we do this. But they're not. They're just there for as guidelines for people. You can't actually go up to a place where a longitude and latitudinal line intersect and physically, tangibly touch something. And the same falls for gender. There's no specific thing that says, in one way, it has to be this way, it's always this way, while in another culture, it's complicated, I guess. So there are concepts. What are those concepts? So the overarching concept behind gender theory and the gender construct would be that depending on your biological sex, there should be a set of characteristics that further identifies you as that sex. Other concepts that have evolved from gender is that one idea of gender is quote-unquote superior to the other, that acting a certain way outside of your gender norm is deviant, it's different, it's bad, and specific qualities about how even if someone acts within their gender, if they overdo it, then it's also a bad thing. Those are really weird concepts. The problem with gender theory and the construct and concepts within it is that there are very big gaping holes in what constitutes definition. For example, we can't go up to a cheerleader and say, "You are a girly girl, and I'm going to make you a not so girly girl by making you wear cargo pants." Because that doesn't really change anything, does it? It doesn't even really it doesn't even quantify, cheerleading equals girly girl, but a lot of people think that. So I own makeup. This is a small section of it, but I know that makeup for a lot of people, it clearly shouts female, and if you wear makeup, you are feminine, because that is a female thing to do. I don't know. But you know who else wears makeup? Every single presidential candidate since Kennedy. And the reason is because Nixon looked like a complete scared rabbit during his televised interview on the debate, and so they just decided, you know what, no, everyone has to look nice. So when you look at, presidential candidates during the debates, no, those guys are wearing makeup. Also, I only really wear makeup largely when I'm pretending to be a guy. So what does it say about makeup being a girly thing? I don't know. I should totally do one of these videos dressed as a man someday. Remind me of that. I could end this video with some witty catchphrase about thinking that gender could have a role in society, but I think that the role is largely overstated, and get further into that, but I'm so tired. So, I'll just leave you with that, and maybe, I don't know, you will have something in your head that you didn't think of before, and life will be interesting. See ya.